gentlemen, we have a special recognition tonight of the 2020-21 cross-country seniors. We have a excellent group of 19 seniors tonight, and they've assembled at the north end of the track, and we're going to get started recognizing them. Tonight's first senior is Ryan Abrams. Ryan's parents are Darren and Jana Abrams, Jody Abrams, and Chris Messer. And they would like to thank and wish Ryan a very happy 18th birthday tonight. While in high school, he has participated in cross-country, DECA, Blue Jays Digital, Swing Choir, Spring Musical, Track, and Baseball. His post-graduation plans is to attend Iowa State, and he's going to major in computer engineering. Ryan Abrams. Our next senior is Riley Anderson. Riley's parents are Todd and Arlene Anderson. While in high school, he has participated in cross-country, wrestling. His postgraduate plans are to attend Iowa State, and he's going to major in computer science. Riley Anderson. Our next senior is Megan Boyd. Jeffrey Boyd. While in high school, she has participated in cross-country, golf, and DECA. Megan's post-graduation plans are to attend Iowa State University. Megan Boyd. Jordan Clark is our next senior. Jordan's parents are Brian Clark and Susie Downey. While in high school, he has participated in track and cross-country. His post-graduation plans are to attend DMAC in Business Administration. Jordan Clark. Rachel Curran is our next senior. Her parents are David and Kelly Curran. While in high school, she has participated in cross-country, marching band drumline, FFA, DECA, select choir, basketball large group, and individual speech, spring musical, track, and student council, jazz choir, jazz band, tennis, ball play, FCA, youth group, junior class officer in 4-H, Polk County cross-country leadership initiative in Des Moines, Hugh O'Brien Leadership Group, and the National Honor Society. Her post-graduation plans are to go into college in pre-med, track, and to go into med school. She says college will show her the way she wants to go for the future. Rachel Curran. Our next senior is Jessica Duffy. Parents are Paul Duffy and Kim and Bernie Fingerhart. While in high school, she has participated in cross-country, track, select choir, jazz choir, spring musical, and yearbook. Her post-graduation plan is to attend Central College in Pella and major in communications with a minor in business management, followed by a career in reporting or journalism. Jessica Duffy. Our next senior is Alyssa Fick. Parents are Brent and Denise Fick. While in high school, she has participated in cross-country, track, band, select choir, DECA, student council, speech, National Honor Society, and 4-H. Her post-graduation plans are to attend a 4-year university and major in elementary education or to become a physical therapist. Alyssa Fick. Our next senior is Devin Kearney. Parents are Terrell and Holly Kearney. While in high school, he has participated in baseball, cross-country, and track. His post-graduation plans are to attend DMAC and study in software engineering. Devin Kearney. Our next senior is Jack Kearney. Parents are Jared and Katie Kearney. While in high school, he has participated in soccer, basketball, FCA, and National Honor Society. His post-graduation plans are to attend DMAC for a 2-year degree and then transfer to a 4-year college. Jack Kearney. Our next senior is Alexandria Miner. Parents are Amanda Calder and David Miner. While in high school, she has participated in cross-country, golf, and rowing with the Des Moines rowing team. Her post-graduation plans are to pursue a career in science, most likely environmental science. Alexandria Miner. Our next senior is Gabe O'Brien. Gabe's parents are Angie and Ryan O'Brien. While in high school, he has participated in cross-country, track, select choir, jazz choir, the musical, and yearbook. Post-graduation plans are to attend.
Sorry if it's super super shaky. The wind keeps pushing me over.
With a minor in business management for the future career in reporting and journalism. Gabe O'Brien. Our next senior is Maddie Paget. Parents are Matthew and Jill Paget. While in high school, she has participated in cross-country, track, and marching band, Youth Leadership Initiative of Des Moines, Junior Class Officer, National Honor Society, Select Choir, School Play, Large Group Speech, Individual Speech, Faith for her Bible Study, Youth Group, FCA, DECA, and Jazz Choir. Hope post-graduation plans are to attend either at University of Northern Iowa or Auburn. Maddie Paget. Our next senior is Spencer Pitts. Parents are Bill and Amanda Pitts. While in high school, he has participated in baseball, track, cross-country, and basketball. His post-graduation plans are to attend college for either culinary or mechanical technician and play baseball or possibly even the military. Spencer Pitts. Gabe Plager is our next senior. Parents are Gordon and Don Plager. While in high school, he has participated in soccer, cross-country, and FCA. His post-graduation plans are to attend DMAC for a 2-year degree and then transfer to the University of Iowa to become a writer. Gabe Paget. Noah Robin is our next senior. Parents are Amanda Robin and Dustin Robin. While in high school, he has participated in cross-country, bowling, soccer, and track. His post-graduation plans are to attend auto body technician or become a welder. Noah Robin. Peyton Rao is our next senior. Parents are Jason and Nicole Rao. While in high school, he has participated in cross-country, basketball, wrestling, and track. His post-graduation plans is to attend Grandview University to run cross-country and or track and study pre-law and then transfer to Drake to complete his law degree. Peyton Rao. Our next senior is Trenton Silvers. Parents are Chrissy and Greg Silvers. While in high school, he has participated in cross-country, track, band, and select choir, DECA, student council, speech, National Honor Society, and 4-H. His post-graduation plans is to attend Iowa State University for biochemistry or forensic science. Trenton Silvers. Adrian Williams is our next senior. Parents are Jason and Natasha Williams. While in high school, he has participated in cross-country, fall play, speech, and spring musical. His post-graduation plans are to study education. Ethan Williams. Our final senior is Caleb Wirtz. Parents are Roslyn and Andrew Wirtz. While in high school, he has participated in marching band, cross-country, select choir, basketball, FCA, and baseball. After graduation, he plans to attend the University of Iowa. Caleb Wirtz. A spectacular group of cross-country runners for our senior year, 2020 and 21. Give them a big round of applause.
Oh, I wasn't talking to anybody. Okay. Okay.
welcome onto the field your Blue Jays. At this time, would you please stand and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem by our own Bondurant-Farrar marching band under the direction of Braden Whipperman. The Bondurant-Farrar marching band.
I'm having issues. Today light first. Some of the light popped off. Let's see the light at 5:45 for freshman field practice. That's really exciting.
Try to go here.
Do you need to be turned up?
I think you just have to turn up the main. I think I'm probably fine.
This one?
Yep. Now we're live. Check. All right. Welcome, everyone, to Bondurant, Iowa, for the battle between the Bondurant-Farrar Blue Jays and the Boone Toreadors. Try to pump that a little. No. There you go. How about now? You can hear me, but we're not coming through the feed. It's picking up the microphone. I can hear 12. Now you can hear me. We're good? All right. Are we live? Are we rolling? All right. So we'll try this again. Welcome to Bondurant, Iowa, for this football game between the Bondurant-Farrar Blue Jays and the Boone Toreadors.
Tonight's captains for Boone, number 8, Marcus McPartland, and for the Bondurant-Farrar Blue Jays, number 22, Alex
As
Hall.
we prepare to get started, I want to initially apologize. This is the first broadcast for this, so it is definitely a trial run. And on top of that, with the COVID restrictions, there are a lot of things that act a little bit different this year.
The Toreadors will receive the opening kickoff.
We just had the opening kickoff between the captains were Alex Hall for the Blue Jays and Marcus McPartland for the Toreadors. And Boone will receive the kickoff. heading towards the south end zone. There is just a slight breeze, but I don't think it'll have any impact on this opening kickoff. Both teams come into this game with a record of 0-1. They both had close games last week where they lost 7-0. I appreciate those reaching out to me to let me know that they in fact can hear us. So that is very encouraging. As we line up for a Blue Jay kickoff, Oscar White will be kicking off. And he will be trying to kick the ball into the band section.
Oscar did have 18 touchbacks last year. He's got a pretty big leg on him. Seen him out multiple times. Him and his dad hopping the fence to kick some field goals.
And just like you expected, he kicked it not just into the end zone, but all the way out of the end zone and hit a few band members. I think he missed the drums, so that's good. The Toreadors will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hopefully they got a couple kids over there that can catch a little bit.
Ball will be spotted at 20-yard line, 1st and 10, Toreadors.
The Toreadors will come out in a 4-wide offense. Last week they did try to pass the ball quite a bit, and that'll be one of the keys for the Bondurant. Morgan Smith's pass is complete. The pass is to Carter Fry. Ty Beersford meets him at the catch, and the result of the play is a 5-yard loss. So we'll bring up 2nd and 15.
As you said, the Blue Jay defense was pretty dynamite last week. They held the Tigers to 70 total yards, forced several turnovers. They're going to be looking to do the same tonight.
Now they line up a little bit tighter. They hand the ball off to Jaden Angle. Angle crushes one of his own players, but the Blue Jays meet him at the line of scrimmage. Looks to be a run for 1 yard maybe.
Ball carries number 15, Jamie Angle, right down the play, by number 50, Evan Rea.
Trying to run up the middle against Big Jake is not necessarily a good idea.
No.
He is a big human being.
That he is.
They list him at 6'8", 350.
He's every bit of it. Oh. Braden Miller with the sack on the play. He's taken down at the 10-yard line. That'll bring up a 4th and 20.
Quarterback number 7, Morgan Smith, is sacked in the backfield by number 9, Braden Miller.
Braden had a pretty nice game last week as well. He led the Jays with 8 tackles and a sack and 2 TFLs. So he's starting off this week like last week.
We got two returners deep for the Blue Jays, Porter Smith and Alex Hall. Smith's kick bounces at the 35, rolls dead at the 37. So the Blue Jays will start with very good field position.
No return. Blue Jays take over the ball, 1st and 10.
Great field position for the Jays. They're going to be looking to get that offense going that struggled a little bit last week. We know we got some skill guys that can get it going. We just need to get our offensive line to get hats on hats here.
Porter Smith lines up in the deep of the backfield to start with. Colby Collison at quarterback, hands off to Porter Smith, who goes up the middle and is met at the line of scrimmage and brought down for no gain. Looks 55, which is not on my current roster, so good job out of number 55 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
That looks pretty similar to Boone's defense last week. They were living in Creston's backfield. I believe they had around 18 or 19 TFLs.
Collison drops back, throws out to Nolan Meyer. Meyer pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line. We'll pick up a gain of, looks like they have him at 32, so it'll be gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
That's a real nice quick hitter for the Jays. Hopefully get Colby Collison a little more comfortable. Last week was his first varsity start. You could tell he was a little bit nervous, but hopefully that'll settle it a little bit.
I like the idea of getting the ball to Meyer in short space. He's a quick guy. And if he can get the ball in some space, he can make a guy miss. Porter Smith takes the ball, cuts out to the right side. Brought down for a gain of 1, maybe 2. Looks like Tegan Bakken on the tackle. Tegan had quite a few tackles in the last game. He's a great athlete on the Boone defense, and we need to watch out for him.
Yeah, he looked really explosive on film. He was in basically every single play. Flies around. He's a great wide receiver as well. He's a guy they're going to have to definitely look out for tonight.
Blue Jays will go for it on 4th and 4. Collison looks out, throws the ball out to Cade Eichmeyer. Eichmeyer is brought down at the 23-yard line. That'll be a Blue Jay first down.
Really nice to see Cade out on the field. Cade started at quarterback for us last year. This year switched to wide receiver. Hurt his knee a couple weeks ago, so he's been a little banged up and hasn't been able to play. I think he held last week, but this is the first time I think he's been out on the field for offense. Coach Bigler tells me he's the fastest guy they got.
Which says a lot because this team does have some speed. Porter Smith up the middle, takes the ball through a few defenders and gets down for about a gain of 7. Nice quick hit run up the middle.
That was about a half a guy away from being a touchdown. He almost slipped through there. Just got to stay on that block a little bit longer, and I think he scores there.
If you don't recognize number 33 in the backfield, that's Mitchell Caskey in a different uniform this week. Handoff up the middle to Porter Smith, makes a guy miss in the backfield. He's going to come down just short of the first down marker, I think. This will bring up 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, I already really like the way the offensive line is playing compared to last week. Coach Bigler's really trying to get downhill, running a lot of power, not so much stuff to the outside just yet. Probably setting that up for later in the game.
We will have our first timeout for the COVID sanitation break, I believe. So new this year, approximately every 4 minutes of game time, they will stop the clock and separate the teams for a sanitation break. So, and hydration, I suppose, but mostly the sanitation. So you will see a good little 2-minute break, and it'll be quite a bit different than what we're used to.
Nothing like messing with the team's rhythm after 2 first downs. Let's take a quick timeout so we can clean a ball that we can throw to the sideline at any time.
I like it. Hopefully Bigler had some good encouraging words for this first play out of the COVID break.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays are prepared to come out with a 2-receiver set to the left and Porter Smith deep in the backfield. Eichmeyer in motion. Porter Smith takes it to the left side and runs over a couple of tacklers. Gets down to about the 9-yard line. Kyle Sharp with the tackle on the play. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, another nice power play, getting downhill. Porter bounced that outside, got a really nice gain. He's starting to carry some tacklers with him.
Eichmeyer was the man in motion on that. Seeing a good, healthy dose of him back in this lineup. Porter Smith takes the sweep to the right. McCaskey on the block. There's a flag on the play. Looked to be brought down for a little to no gain. We'll see what the flag is. Call is a hold against the Blue Jays. Looks to be at the 10-yard line, so that'll take us back to the 20, which will bring us to 2nd and 16.
Unfortunate penalty as the Blue Jays were really mounting a drive here. Hopefully they can get a big play here and get a good chunk of it back. set themselves up for an easy third down.
Blue Jays line up with two receivers to the left again. Collison drops back to pass. Throws it out to Eichmeyer, who wrestles the ball away from Tegan Bach to come down with the reception. He's down at the 15-yard line, which will bring us back to 3rd and 11.
That was a really good catch. In traffic, Tegan Bach had his hand in there, and Eichmeyer was somehow able to hold on to that thing. I do think he's going to be a dangerous threat for us out at wide receiver. We'll see what he can do in jet motion maybe tonight.
He was the motion man on that Porter counter, so he split out right along with Nolan Meyer. Collison drops back to pass. The deep ball. Eichmeyer in the end zone.
Oh.
The pass is broken up. Looks to be Tegan Bach with the pass breakup.
Pass is incomplete to the quarterback number.
Yep, they ran a couple out routes, and then they turned that into a wheel route. Thought it was a really good ball out of Collison, and Eichmeyer just couldn't come up with the catch.
Brings up 4th and 11 for the Blue Jays.
I do like the play call, though. Eichmeyer's got some height to him, so one-on-one in the end zone. Bach, although very athletic, is not near as tall as Eichmeyer, so
5'7", 138 is what they list him at.
we'll come up with Oscar White with an attempt from the 22-yard line. This will be a 32-yard field goal attempt. Pushed it to the left.
Field goal attempt from number 18, Oscar White, is no good.
Kind of similar to last week when he opened up at Carroll, drove down the field and had a missed field goal, missed opportunity. But the Jays did look like they were able to put together a drive. Hopefully that continues throughout the game.
Yeah, that's where penalties can start to hurt you. We were down to 2nd and 5, and that brought us back. We got some yards back, but not enough to get the first down. So
First and 10 for the 20.
the defense was really strong last week. We'll see where that takes us in this second drive. Boone comes out with a 3-wide set. 25 in motion. That's Carter Fry. Pitch play, I believe that's Kyle Sharp. Kyle Sharp is brought down about 5 yards short of the line of scrimmage. Braden Miller shoots through to make the tackle.
We know that Boone can sling it a little bit. I think the key for them is if they're going to be able to establish the run at all tonight. The Jays love to load up the box and force you to throw the football. And if the Boone Toradors can't get anything going on the ground, I think it's going to be a long night for the quarterback.
It'll be interesting to see if we can get Alex Hall in there with some pressure on him when he's trying to throw. They do have 4 wide right now. High snap, picks it up, throws it, intercepted at the 20-yard line by Oscar White. That'll be our first turnover of the game. Pass was intended for Noah Cromie-Roche, who ended up getting the tackle, but the Blue Jays will take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Pretty good play out of Smith to recover the snap over his head. Made a quick decision, and fortunately for the Jays, Oscar cut in front of that thing and got his first pick. Led the Jays last year with 6, I believe.
White was really good last year about going up for both offensively and defensively for the jump ball. Collison hands it off. No gain on the play. Porter Smith was the ball carrier, and tackle on the play by Chase Anderson.
On the carry, number 27, Porter Smith.
Last week the Toradors really blitzed Creston a lot, and we got a little bit of the same right there, and a guy came off the edge, unblocked, and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 12. Blue Jays line up the same offense they've had. Liz set with Trolson out wide and Eichmeyer's in motion. Collison pulls back. On the quarterback keeper with run option. He is brought down at the 15-yard line. That was a nice carry. They had set up for the option out to Eichmeyer, but ended up that Collison kept it and just tucked upfield.
Very nice play design there, and Colby made the right decision. Had one guy out there, and the guy did not take him, so he cut it upfield. Fortunately for Boone, another guy came across the field to make the tackle. Otherwise, I think that was going to be a touchdown.
It was a great designed play. A good decision by the sophomore quarterback. This time we got Meyer and Eichmeyer to the left. Eichmeyer in motion again. Porter Smith up the middle. He is met hard by Jaden Angle. That's a 2-yard loss on the play.
Real nice play out of angle. Came through untouched, tackle in the backfield. Again, we go back to that offensive line. They got to do a better job of getting a hat on a hat. Can't leave guys free, especially the middle linebacker.
So that'll bring up 4th and 6 from the 15-yard line. It does appear that the Blue Jays are going for it. Collison is lined up in shotgun with no running backs with him. Titus Cram, the man in motion. Handoff to Titus Cram. He's trying to get out wide to the left. Breaks tackle. And is brought down hard out of bounds for a gain of, or for a loss of probably a yard. Boone smelled that out well. They saw the man in motion, and they kept contained well and just kept pushing him towards the sideline, and he got some help, and that'll result in a turnover and downs.
Yep, it sure looked like they were prepared for that. Their guys did a nice job of staying disciplined and kept forcing him further and further to the sideline. He just ran out of room.
With 2:59 left in the first quarter, we are still at a 0-0 ball game. We are currently in a second COVID break of the first quarter. So if you missed the first one, we're just taking a sanitation break. So you get a little more time to hit the bathroom if you're watching our feed, or do whatever you need to do.
We should pass around the hand sanitizer.
Porters take over, 1st and 10 from the 17.
As the Toreadors begin their 3rd drive of the ball game. So far, the Blue Jays have had a very solid effort on defense. Obviously, a turnover helps. Boone comes out with a 3 wide set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. High snap again. Morgan Smith back. Blue Jay ball. Braden Millett recovery.
Recovering the fumble, the Blue Jays, number 8, Brock
Oh,
Turner.
I stand corrected. That was Brock Turner, number 8. The Blue Jays will take over at the 4-yard line, maybe 3-yard line.
Another bad snap, and I couldn't tell who came off the edge there, but made a great play of shoving the quarterback and then recovering the football instead of trying to jump on the ball. Puts Blue Jays in a great position to score here on the 3-yard line.
One of the keys of the game always is winning the turnover battle. Right now, Bondurant really has a head start on that. Let's see if we can capitalize on this from the 3-yard line. We want a touchdown, not a field goal, boys. Porter Smith in the we're going to have a timeout. Boone. Timeout Boone. So they didn't like something they saw.
I think Boone only had 10 guys on the field. They were short 1, so that's why they took the timeout.
All right, that makes sense because the set was a two receiver to the left. Same set we've had every play pretty much. So I wouldn't expect it to throw them off guard.
I'm going to go on a limb and guess that we run power here.
Bigler's drawing something up. Coach Bigler's fired up right now, giving the boys a quick talk, and Fonts gives them the little encouragement, and we'll see what they come out with.
After the timeout, Blue Jays have it. 1st and goal from the 4.
Handoff. Alex Hall up the middle, runs through untouched for a Blue Jay touchdown.
Blue Jays on the carry, number 22, Alex Hall.
First time we saw the Jays run their wishbone package, and Hall basically went through untouched, good blocking up front, Good lead blocking out of the backs. Jays take the first lead.
I like it. I like that power run game right up the middle. Don't mess around. Don't get too tricky. Just pound it right through them and use your speed. Oscar White lines up for the extra point. Except I think the Blue
Jays
Jays
might
are short
be
a
short a
player.
guy.
Somebody sitting next to me might be really disappointed in his son right now.
Should we call him out or should we just let it go?
We'll let it go. But I blame Doug.
Flag on the field.
There is a flag on the play against the defense.
Offsides.
But the PAT was good, I believe.
Offsides is an automatic dead ball in high school.
I think they managed to tip it, and it still managed to go through. So let's see if we can get that same kind of success on the second attempt.
Discussion between the referees about what to do on this penalty.
They were just trying to decide if they needed to sanitize the ball in between kicks.
2 more minutes.
Snap is good. Kick is good. Landed in a soccer net. And the Blue Jays will take a 7-0 lead. Well, I like to say that was a very effective drive by the Blue Jays. I mean, 1 play, 1 touchdown. May have only needed 3 yards to do it, but it works.
Well, I thought one of the keys tonight would be if the Blue Jay defense could set the offense up with either a turnover or a defensive score themselves. Last week they played great, had basically some Super Nintendo-like statistics. But tonight, putting the ball on the 3-yard line makes it pretty easy for the offense.
Absolutely. Now, last week, after Boone gave up their touchdown to Creston, they started passing more. So we'll see if that's the move they make. But right now, they're going to have to get those snaps under control for it to matter. Oscar White lines up for the kickoff again. I'd like to give a quick shout out to the Arns family. They might be our long distance listeners. They are tuning in all the way from South Carolina. Former Blue Jays. Although nobody's really a former Blue Jay, so they're still Blue Jays. White's kick from the 40.
Arden should be out in the driveway working on his jump shot.
That ball did not go. It did make it to the end zone. It almost landed just shy, but it ended up crossing the line, and so that is a dead ball, and the Toreadors will take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
Toreadors will take over 1st and 10 from the 20.
Let's see if the Blue Jay defense can keep her after it, keep the pressure on the quarterback, and force another turnover here. Get the 3rd one in the 1st quarter.
Up front right now, the Blue Jays have Brock Turner, Ryan Snyder, Jacob Hayworth, and Alex Hall.
I don't think that's Jacob Hayworth.
Not Jacob Hayworth, Jacob Havner.
That's
Big
2
Jake
Jacob
Havner.
Hayworths.
Have I said that twice?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. You're just saying he's the size of 2 Jacob Hayworths.
Correct.
I would believe that. All right. Smith drops back, and Brock Turner in on another sack. Looks like a loss of 7 on the play.
Tremendous one-on-one move there with Brock Turner. Beat his guy immediately off the ball. Easy sack.
Brings up 2nd and 17 for the Toreadors.
All right, Boone will come out with a 3-receiver set to the right. Looks to be a jet back to the left. Now man in motion go to the left, so they'll be split with 2 receivers on each side. And there is a flag.
Flag on the field.
Oh, Boone got a timeout, I think, before the delay of game. So that is their 2nd of the 1st quarter, I believe.
I think they knew their wide receiver wasn't going to get set in time, knew they were going to get a delay of game, got that timeout just in the nick of time.
Thank you.
Boy, Boy, I like the way Brock's coming off that outside. He's getting pressure real quick, especially if there's any type of high snap on that. That's not going to give Smith a lot of time to react to that.
I think the thing that Boone is really going to have to consider is how are they going to protect the quarterback? Are they going to be able to just keep their line in, or are they going to have to start keeping a couple backs for some extra support? Because we know that the Blue Jays got 2 or 3 guys that can really rush the quarterback and wreak havoc.
And that's what you're going to see. You're going to see Turner and Hall on the outsides just rushing, trying to get to that quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet. Boone comes out in a 4-receiver set again. It is 2nd and about 17. Fry in motion. Smith drops back. He's looking to throw deep. He's hit when he throws. Ball falls incomplete behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, a lot of pressure this time right up through the middle, right in his face, making it extremely difficult for him to throw and making it pretty easy for the guys in the secondary to cover.
So this is going to be a 3rd and 17 for Boone. You got to think Smith is looking to pass here. They line up with what appears to be 2 receivers and a wingback to the right with a receiver to the left. Smith drops back to pass. He looks deep. And it is intercepted by Oscar White again. He makes a diving catch to intercept that ball at the 37-yard line.
Great play out of Oscar to come off his own guy. That pass was intended to the slot receiver, but slightly overthrown. Oscar makes a nice diving catch, sets the Jays up for another possession inside their 50.
The Blue Jays had quite a bit of pressure on that play as well, making him rush that throw and hoping his receiver could come out under it. But White made a good play on that ball coming off his receiver and going over to where the ball was. Bondurant takes over 1st and 10 at the 38. Porter Smith in the backfield. Meyer and Eichmeyer to the right. Collison ready to take the snap out of the shotgun. Hands off to Porter Smith to the right. Tackled for about a gain of a yard. Looks like Chase Anderson in on that play.
Really good job out of the Toradors. Get off their blocks. Make a tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry, number 27, Porter Smith. Stopped on the play by number 43, Chase Anderson. Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays come out in the same formation. This time Trolson and Eichmeyer to the right. Collison ready to take the snap. They're pressed up on Trolson on the outside. Smith up the middle. Look to be a gain of another yard maybe. Look to be Garrison Friesen on that tackle.
Great job out of him coming off his block. And again, just making a play right down the line of scrimmage. Stopping the Jays for a short gain. We got 3rd and long. What kind of pass play do you think we're going to see here? Coach Bigler's going to call.
Well, with the split receivers, I think you're going to see a one-on-one attempt. I think they're going to see the deep ball attempt to Eichmeyer again.
I think we're going down to Meyer here.
Oh, we are. Meyer's got a
He's got
step on him.
Oh, a little push off out of him, but nice
Nothing
catch.
called. Nolan Meyer goes up to make a good play. Garrett McKnight was the defender on the play.
Really nice ball out of Colby Collison. Put it in the spot where only Meyer could catch it. He went up and got it.
Bondurant will take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line now. That was a gain of 14 on the play. Collison drops back, looking to pass, tucks the ball, runs on it, runs through a couple tackles and gets down almost to a 1st down line. Looks like they may have given it to him.
Great decision out of Colby. He had three receivers out in the route, but Boone did a nice job of covering up. Nobody contained him, tucked it and ran. And it looks like they did give him the 1st down. So we got 1st and goal from the 8.
It's actually closer than that. It looks like it's a 6. So
sorry, my vision's not very good.
That's okay. I just don't want someone that's not here calling you out. So Nolan Meyer split left. And that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. So as we wrap up this 1st quarter, the Blue Jays head into the sidelines up 7-0. Well, I got to say, this is a pretty successful first quarter for the Blue Jays, being able to convert on one of the touchdowns. Looks like maybe we got a good shot at driving in for another, and really a defense is looking stout.
Blue Jays are proud to announce that our sports medicine services are provided by Select Physical Therapy. And a big thank you to Brown Lions and the Iowa Clinic for providing our physicians.
Yeah, I think we're getting exactly what we expected out of the Blue Jay defense. They're going to load that line of scrimmage. They're going to force you to be one-dimensional. And when Boone has decided to pass, the Jays have just been living in their backfield right now, forcing turnovers, forcing long third downs. And right now the Jays are looking to go up 14-0. And the way Boone's offense is playing, 14-0 is going to be a pretty big deficit, I think, for them.
Absolutely, but they will still have a chance. I mean, they definitely have a passing game, so they can make up some points in a hurry. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get some short passes into Teagenbach and see if they can get him to make a deep move on that. Or also, I think Cole Berge and Braden Majors both had several receptions in the last game, and I want to say it was like 50 or 60 yards. So they've got some options out there. They got some guys that can go up and get a pass play. It'll just be a matter of whether they can get enough time to get a ball out.
Yeah, on film, Bach and Burge looked like some really nice wide receivers, and Smith can sling it. It's just going to be a matter of can they protect him.
All right, so we're coming out of the second quarter. Handoff is to Porter Smith. He goes left. He's got Caskey and Hall out in front of him, and a good play to trip him up in the backfield.
Teagenbach.
Okay,
from the safety position.
Lost a helmet on the play, but managed to bring him down at appears the 8-yard line. So that is a loss of 2 on the play. That was just a great defensive play by him.
Teagan's looking a little banged up right now. He got a couple guys coming out to look at him. He's finally getting up. If they lose him, that would be a huge loss for the Toreadors.
He does have to leave the field for a play anyway because his helmet came off, but he doesn't seem to be limping too bad, so hopefully he's able to join the team again. Blue Jays line up with one receiver out to the right. Trolson snap is low. Collison gets it picked up. Alex Hall with the handoff up the middle for another Blue Jay touchdown.
Jays go back to that wishbone formation, that shotgun wishbone. Really nice blocking once again. Backs lead blocking up through the hole, and Hall basically goes untouched for an 8-yard score.
That looked almost like a mirror of the last touchdown, just the other end zone and a couple more steps from Hall. White lines up for the extra point. Eichmeyer the hold. Snap is good, kick is good. Clears the freshman team sitting in the end zone, and the Blue Jays will have a 14-0 lead with 11:40 left in the second quarter.
Well, usually you see your biggest jump from week 1 to week 2 for a football team. And right now, I'm really liking the jump that I'm seeing out of the Blue Jays. Their defense is still as good, if not better than what they were last week, if that's possible. And the offense is looking really good right now. We've got 2 scores. Probably could have had a third if it wasn't for a penalty. This is kind of what we expected, I think, out of the Blue Jays.
Absolutely. We knew this Blue Jay team came in with some firepower. The speed, obviously, is a chance to make a lot of damage. And well, let's just see if we can contain this or continue this momentum and not let Boone back into the game. White kicking off into the other end zone now. Kicks it deep. And it is caught just shy of the end zone. Boone does a little switch at the end zone, and Bondurant isn't fooled. He is brought down at the 18-yard line. Looked to be Cole Berge with the ball after the play.
Great coverage out of the Jays. Set the defense up again inside the 20. Once again, looking to force a turnover, some TFLs, sacks, put the Blue Jay offense in good position once again.
Boone has a runner coming on to field late. Appears to be 3 receiver options to the left, 1 to the right. Morgan Smith in the backfield, ready to pass. He drops back. He turns, he looks. Turner right in his face. Ball is just high. Intended for Tegan Bach. Good pressure on the play by Brock Turner.
Good to see Bach back out on the field. He was open on the play, had some pretty good separation, but once again, I think it was Brock Turner was right in the quarterback's face, did not allow him to set his feet and make a good throw.
So that'll bring us to 2nd and 10. Boone has 1 receiver split to the left, 2 to the right, wing back to the right. Morgan Smith under center. Hands the ball off up the middle to Kyle Sharp, who is brought down for potentially a loss of a yard or no gain. Again, great defense by the Blue Jays. Look to be maybe Jacob Gibney in on the tackle.
Once again, just by the defensive scheme that the Jays give you, it's going to be really hard to run the football because they don't allow you to outnumber them in the box. They play a lot of cover 0 and always have an extra guy that you just can't block. So Boone's going to have to find a way to either run the ball or just keep passing.
Boone has 4 receivers to the left side of the field and run a sweep play. Looks to be a hold on the play. Not a lot of gain on the play anyway. It was Kyle Sharp on the carry. Looked like maybe even it was a loss. Boy, Snyder, Turner, Beersford, Wilson, there's a lot of Blue Jays there. They saw that. That penalty will be declined. Result of the play was a 4-yard loss, 5-yard loss.
On the carry was number 30, Kyle Sharp.
Well, with the Blue Jays' speed out on the field, it's also going to be really hard to run outside against them. They got some guys that can really fly, some state track guys. That's going to be a real challenge to get outside on them. Boone tried to get a numbers game on him with the 4 wide receivers set, but that didn't work.
Morgan Smith dropping back to kick. We got Alex Hall and Porter Smith back on the return. Ball is up. Hall will return it at the 48-yard line. And he is down at the 33-yard line. Tackle on the play by number 28. That was a good return from Hall.
Well, the Jays had some difficulty fielding punts last week, mainly because Carroll's punter was unbelievable and hit some absolute bombs. So I wonder if that led to putting 2 guys back this week. I like the way it looks so far. Nice catch and good lead block there for a really big gain out of the Blue Jays.
Absolutely. They set up that return well. Porter Smith started with that first block, and then Wilson and some other guys made a nice little wall for him to get out there. Blue Jays come out with Titus Cram to the right in motion. Hand off to Cram. He's looking to get outside. Jackson Hill on the lead block. Cram cuts upfield. Stutter steps, and he's off to the races, and that's going to be a touchdown. That'll be a 33-yard touchdown for Titus Cram, his first of his career in high school.
Boone really did a nice job of stretching that out. Thought they had it sniffed out, but Titus Cram is a pretty good athlete, already getting some Division I looks. And there's a reason why. He is explosive, and I think he's going to have a lot of runs like that in his football career.
I thought they had him stopped for a 2-yard gain, and maybe they did too, and they kind of let him go with it, and he's like, I don't really want to stop right now. Oscar White with the PAT boots that almost to your house, and that'll be a 21-0 lead for the Blue Jays.
Tell you what, when you got Titus Cram on your 7th grade football team, it's really hard to lose games. He's a little bit of a difference maker.
Yeah, okay. So with the 10-minute marker remaining in the first half, the Blue Jays have a 21-0 lead, powered by 3 rushing touchdowns and a very impressive effort by the defense. Oscar White will line up for his 4th kickoff of the game. A little disappointed that last one didn't go into the end zone, so we'll see if he gets a little extra on this one and just clears the end zone altogether.
Do touchdowns count as COVID breaks?
I don't know, but I like those a lot more than the 4-minute breaks.
We didn't have enough last week to figure that out, so I guess maybe this week we will.
All right. Boone, Kyle Sharp with the return. There is a flag on the play. Sharp is brought down at about the 19 or 20-yard line.
Looks like Boone's going to be back probably about the 10-yard line would be my guess after a block in the back or a holding call. Well, we got 2 flags on the play.
So one of them seems to be pointing towards the Blue Jays, and one of them was pointing towards Boone. So we might have offsetting. Let's see. We got a hold against Boone.
Holding against the Toradors.
And it appears to be just that. So
Interesting. The flags were about 40 yards apart.
maybe they were just identifying which Blue Jay member is the one that gets to accept or decline the penalty.
Toradors take over 1st and 10 from the 10.
So Boone will start this drive at their own 10 with a 4-receiver set. Carter Fry in motion. Handoff up the middle. Jaden Angle with the carry. Braden Miller meets him in the hole. Looks like Angle was able to fall forward for about a gain of a yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Again, that interior Blue Jay defense is pretty stout. Really hard to get a hat on every single one of them. And you got several guys that are just really good tacklers, like Braden Miller. Like I said last week, led us in tackles with 8. Looks to be doing the same tonight.
Angle is a big running back. He's a 170-pound wrestler for the Boone wrestling team, or at least he was last year. So he is a load to bring down, but the play was made on that one. Snap, deep shotgun. Smith throws it. Interception by Braden Miller at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Braden Miller with a 20-yard return for a touchdown.
Interception number 9, Braden Miller.
Boone sent Bach in motion to try to clear out the backside for a one-on-one. Miller did not take the bait, hung there on the slant route, made a really nice play, good catch, and an easy score.
Oscar White will line up for his 4th extra point attempt. Ike Meyer with the hold again. Kick is up, kick is good. Blue Jays take the lead, 28-0.
Not sure if the Jays could have much of a better start than they have tonight. Like we said, defense has been outstanding, forcing 3 turnovers now, setting up the offense for multiple scores. Offense is getting it going with the inside run, been able to score on the outside with Titus Cram on a heck of a run.
I believe actually that's the 4th turnover. I think there's 3 interceptions and the 1 fumble on the snap.
Sorry, Patrick. I misspoke.
I just don't want you to, be wrong in front of a group of people.
Well, thanks for the correction. I appreciate it. Maybe I should start keeping stats like you are.
Now I lost you. Now I lost me. What just happened? Hello. What happened? I think we're off. I don't think you can hear me. You can hear me? Your mic is off, maybe.
One of Oscar's shorter kicks of the night. Great coverage out of the Jays, though. Stopped him at the 22.
I don't hear him. I'm okay. All right, so Boone returns the kick to the 22-yard line.
Number 30, Kyle Sharp, and on the stop, number 16, Brighton Hanna. 1st and 10, Toradors.
Forgive our technical difficulties. We are absolutely new to this. So
Can you hear me now, Patrick?
I cannot.
Well.
So
Everybody else can hear me.
Boone lines up with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Smith under center. He hands the ball straight up the gut. That was a brick wall he basically ran into. I believe that was Jaden Angle again on the carry.
On the carry, number 15,
And
Jordan Angle.
Snyder and Reha and Caskey and quite a few defenders were there to make the play on defense.
Again, not a lot of success up the middle for the Toradors.
Boone has 2 receivers to each side right now. Smithen dropped into shotgun. He's looking to pass. That pass is up to Tegan Bach. Bach catches the ball and is brought down at the 30-yard line by Jacob Gibney. Bach with a nice catch and was able to duck the tackle from Ty Beersford to pick up a couple more yards.
Super close to another interception, but also super close to a really big play out of Boone. If it wasn't for an ankle tackle, Bach's probably scrambling maybe for a touchdown there. Heck of a throw.
Boone comes out on the 3rd and 3 with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, wing back to the left, Angle in the backfield, wing back in motion. Looked to be a false start on the Toreadors. We'll see if that's the call. Yep, it is the false start against Boone. That'll be a 5-yard loss and maintain 3rd down, 3rd and 8.
3rd and 3, you really hate to see those 5-yard penalties. Now you go from being able to run the ball to probably having to pass the ball. Defensive line knows that. Going to be pinning their ears back looking for another sack here.
Boone comes out with 2 receivers to each side. Miller coming through on a rush, picked up. It's actually Cole Burgee on the carry. He has the quarterback keeper. He takes it across midfield and is brought down at the 45-yard line. So they brought in a different quarterback, and he had a keeper, and he had a lot of space in the middle.
That is the one risky run when you go cover 0 and you bring everybody else. If they get past that initial surge, there's nobody at that next level. And he was off and running for a really nice gain. Good job out of the Jays, though, to swarm in and make the tackle.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Still Berge in the backfield.
Looks like maybe the Jays weren't lined up properly, so a timeout out of Coach Fonts.
Timeout on the field, Blue Jays.
We did. Yeah, we have 17 and a quarterback now. As we resume play, there's 6:47 left in the second quarter. Boone has the ball first and 10 at the 45-yard line. They're lining up with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, very high to the right. Still have Berge in at quarterback.
We do have some one-on-one coverage at the top of the field. See if the Boone Toradors try to attack that.
Berge on the quarterback keeper, gets through on a Wildcat. Ooh, Titus Cram cleans up on the tackle, but after a gain of 13 on the play.
Well, that was a nice stick. Burge is going to be thinking twice about that one. So we do have a little change at quarterback for Boone. Burge looks like he's a little bit different option, a little bit more of a runner with back-to-back big gains there.
And they're really spreading out one of the receivers super wide to get one man out of the play, it appears like. Burge still in at quarterback. Hands it off up the middle to, I'm not sure on the 42. 42 is Dylan Pestotnik. Gain of 7 on the play.
Several Jays were there, but just could not wrap up and make the tackle. Good run, though. Good physical run. Probably their best straight-up dive play out of the night for about 7 yards. Sets up a 2nd and 3.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Quarterback keeper Wildcat offense is what this appears to be. Looks to be brought down short of the first down marker. Jacob Gibney in on the play, Ryan Snyder as well. Has him down at the 21, which is right near the first down marker, and they do give him the first down.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like Burge is pretty much a running quarterback. We've seen 3 runs out of him and a dive out of the running back with him in at QB. Jays are probably going to keep low in that box and see if he can throw the football at all. Play clock running down.
They do get the snap off. Berge looked to be trying to run the option, but he is met in the backfield. Number 50 is Evan Reha. Brings him down for what appears to be a 2-yard loss.
Great pursuit out of Reha on the backside. Thought Burge was maybe going to break free, but good tackle brings him down for a 1-yard loss.
Boone coming out in the same formation. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Wing back to the right. I'm going to guess a run up the middle. Oh, they do look to pass for the first time. And he throws, and Gibney with the deflection. Gibney cut the route short in front of Dylan Pestotnik and is able to deflect the pass.
It's a great play out of Gibney to cut underneath that. He picks that. He might be scrambling for an 80-yard touchdown. I will say I thought that was maybe the best that Boone had protected their quarterback and gave Burge some extra time to throw that football. Just didn't throw it to an open guy.
Two receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Angle in the backfield with him. He's looking to pass. He's rolling to the right. Reha in pursuit. He throws deep. Oscar White, stop me if you've heard this before, with another interception. He is in the end zone. Or is that Beersford? No, that is Oscar White. All right. Oscar White with his 3rd interception of the game. With the knee in the end zone, that'll bring the Blue Jays back out to the 20-yard line.
Looks like we got our COVID break here. I think that was probably the easiest one of the night for him. Ball was a little bit underthrown. Nobody around him. Pretty easy catch in the end zone. Get a touchback. So the Jays, they get a full field here. See if they can drive the football in 4 minutes. Might be a good opportunity for Coach Bigler to pull out some of his pass plays and see what the Jays are capable of doing. Be a good opportunity to work on some of that late game offense, late half offense. Try to get one more score up before half.
You know, maybe the move is to throw the ball up to Oscar. I don't know. He's caught pretty much everything that's been in the air tonight. He's got 3 interceptions already.
Yeah, he's made it look pretty easy.
Not that we're entirely surprised by that. He did have 6 interceptions last year. Sorry, we're just listening to some Van Halen right now, so we need a little break ourselves.
Just rocking out.
So with 4:03 remaining in the second quarter, the Blue Jays come out. We got two receivers at right. Titus Graham in motion coming to the right.
Oh,
Ball is
no.
fake to him. Nolan Meyer is wide open at the 50, the 40. It's a foot race. Tegan Bach is chasing him down. He's at the 20, the 15, and he is brought down at the, looks to be the 16-yard line.
Boone really bit on that jet sweep, which they should. After the last time Cram had it, he scampered for about a 45-yard touchdown. That action really set Meyer up to be 10, 15 yards free. Bach did a good job of running him down. That was good effort out of number 4.
That's a 64-yard pass completion from Collison to Meyer. That's one way to cover some ground when you only had 4 minutes to work, I suppose. Trolson out to the right, and Blue Jays have a penalty. They had too many guys in the huddle. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Bring it back to the 20-yard line.
Against the Blue Jays.
Probably a little miscommunication on the sideline. Had one too many guys in the huddle.
5-yard penalty, illegal substitution.
I don't blame him for wanting to get in the game.
Brings up 1st and 10 from the 20. 1st and 15 from the 20.
Blue Jays come out in the power backfield. They got Porter Smith deep, running behind Caskey and Gibney. Smith takes it right up the middle. Looks like he got the 5 yards back, and then is hit hard in the middle.
The shotgun wishbone for the Jays has been pretty effective tonight. We've seen 2 touchdowns and a nice 5-yard gain there. See if they stay with it here for the rest of the drive.
Jackson Gert brings up 2nd and 10 for the Blue Jays.
Nolan Meyer split right. Power backfield again. Hand off to Porter Smith to the right side. And is stopped for a little to no gain. Tackle on the play by Jackson Goot. And Garrison Freese brings up 3rd and 9.
Jay stuck with the formation, not as fortunate this time. Didn't really gain anything. 3rd and 10. Probably going to see some type of pass play, I'm guessing, out of the Jays here.
Brings up 39 for the Blue Jays.
I do notice Alex Hall and his nice-looking mullet walking on the sideline here. Looks like maybe he's got a bum ankle.
Collison drops back to pass. He's looking for I thought he was looking for Trolson, but he ended up that it was towards Caskey. Caskey is hit as he receives the ball, and the ball pops out, so it is an incomplete pass.
Great play out of Tegan Bach. Once again, he's a heck of a football player. Got his hand in there, tipped it up. Boone almost was able to intercept it. Might have had a chance to run that thing down the sideline.
As it stands, it'll be 4th and 9. White will come in to attempt a 32-yard field goal. He's lined up basically dead center. I got a good feeling about this one. There was a
I go off sides on Boone here.
Bach did get in there and deflect the pass, but there was a timeout on the field?
I think we got offsides on Bach.
Oh, offsides against Boone, not Bach.
Offsides against the Corridors.
Offense coming back out on the field.
Offense coming back out on the field at 4th and just under 5 yards to go.
Brings up 4th and 4, 4th and 5 for the Blue Jays.
We'll see what Bigler's coming up with here. You still texting him plays?
You know, I wanted to last week, but I don't think he was going to be very appreciative of me giving him some suggestions during the game. I think in a game like this, he might be a little more accepting of my advice.
Well, you got to watch out for Falsgraf is down there doing flag duty, and he might try to go in there at quarterback after getting behind this line. Collison drops back for the pass. Ball is deep into the corner of the end zone. Eichmeyer comes down. What a beautiful pass and beautiful catch.
Touchdown, Blue Jays. From quarterback.
Great scheme out of the Jays there. Single the slot guy on a little wheel route, and that's the throws that we knew Colby Collison was capable of. Put it in a perfect spot. I think this is setting up where he's gaining a lot of confidence and is going to be very beneficial for him for the rest of the season.
White lines up for the extra point. Eichmeyer with the hold. Kick is good. And Blue Jays take a 35-0 lead with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first half. Boy, how about seeing Cade Eichmeyer back? He's been playing great out on the corner.
Yeah, it's a tough move for a kid going from quarterback to wide receiver, but he is one of the most athletic kids we got, so we knew that he was going to play a part, just waiting for him to get healthy. And I think we're showing tonight that he's going to be capable of doing some really good things, catching the ball. We haven't seen him run it yet, but I have a feeling at some point in time we're going to see a jet sweep out of him. Very explosive player. I think we might even see him on defense at some point. He has been playing a little bit of defensive back in practice from what I could tell from my deck.
I agree. Hall does seem to be given a little bit of a hobble in that step, but luckily I'm not sure he's going to be needed in the rest of this game. Porter's been running the ball well, and Brock's been getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. So
Hall supporting one of those quarantine mullets. Looks pretty good.
yeah, my son has that too. I figure it's good for pictures later on when you want to laugh at him.
A mullet's about the only thing I can grow now.
White's kick is a low line drive. Ball is fielded at the 5, and coming up the sideline, number 28, who I don't believe is on either of my.
Great return out of the Toradors. They did a nice job of setting up some blocks and just really hard running. He was very decisive, made one cut, and shot right down the sideline almost to the 40.
It's too bad I don't have that guy's name because it was a great return. 38-yard line. Boone will take over first and 10.
On the return, number 28 brought down the play by number 16, Brayton Hanna. Brings up
Minute 38 remaining. Boone comes out with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Still Burge in the backfield. He drops back to pass. He's looking to throw deep. Tegan Bach is behind the defense, and he makes the reception and is brought down at the 15-yard line. Oscar White gets the tackle, but what a great play and a great pass on that from Berg to Bach.
Once again, the Boone offensive line is doing a much better job of protecting their quarterback. That was a heck of a throw. We've talked about how Tegan Bach, he is quick. He's a really nice football player. That was a great throw and catch. Jay's probably fortunate they were able to get him down before he got in the end zone.
Was a gain of 47 on the play, so it'll be first and 10 at the 16-yard line. Not what you wanted to see with short time remaining. Berg takes the ball off the ground. Gibney is in the backfield, doesn't get him wrapped up, but a group of Blue Jays does get back in there. It looked like it was Reha maybe that ended up cleaning up on the tackle. I think that was Eichmeyer back there with him. No, Brock Turner back there with him.
Heck of a job out of Burge to get away from that initial tackler. I thought Gibney for sure was gonna get another sack, but the Jay pursuit was able to track him down. Like we said before, there was a lot of speed out on that football field for the Blue Jays. It's gonna be hard to get away from them.
And that snap was actually bounced back there, so it was a good job just getting the ball up to where you could try to make a play with it.
I'm sure that Boone would love to get a score on the board before halftime. If they don't, we'll end up with a running clock to start the second half. So they're probably going to do everything they can to avoid that from happening.
There's 32 seconds remaining. It'll be second and 18 from the 24. But what we did see this drive so far is that Boone has some explosiveness that they can work with to try to make this comeback. So we're going to have to be careful not to let them back into this.
And looking at last year's stats, I'm not sure that they really want to kick too many field goals. Looked like they kicked one that they missed, and where they were 3 of 7 on PATs. So my guess is they're going to try to put this thing in the end zone.
They will reset the clock to 38 seconds, so we're adding 6 seconds back onto this. All right, now we got the clock set. Thanks, Doug, for that. All right, Boone comes out, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Looks like Angle in the backfield. Burge drops back to pass, and
face mask, I believe. Blue Jay came unblocked, had a sack, but I think he might have grabbed the face mask.
Reha was right through there. It looked like it was going to be a clear quarterback sack, but he couldn't get his hands low enough to avoid his face mask.
I don't know if we had a miscommunication, but I don't think he got touched at all.
I agree. We have a little debate between the officials. Personal foul, face mask against the Blue Jays.
Personal foul against the Blue Jays, face mask.
That's a tough penalty in that situation. You've got a sack, put him in a 3rd and long, and you get one of those unfortunate penalties that you're not trying to do, but it just happens. Sets Boone up all the way down to the 14, 13-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 7 or 8. Boone comes out, 2 receivers to the left, Bach to the left in the slot, 2 receivers to the right. This ball's bounced on the ground again. Birch picks it up, but he is brought down for a short loss.
I wonder if the pressure that the Jays are bringing is making that center a little bit nervous that some of these snaps have been pretty shaky.
I'll tell you what, Reha came right back through that one pretty much untouched too, so maybe they just don't want to block him. Blue Jays bringing a lot of pressure. Gibney was there. They get the pass out, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 7, 8.
Great play out of the Boone running back. Thought he was going to cut inside, which if he would have got tackled, the clock would have ran out. But he made a turn for the sideline, got out of bounds just in time. So Boone's got time for one more play here. 4th and 1, 7 or 8 yard line.
If you heard a groan from the fans, it's because there was a half of a second left on the clock when he was pushed out of bounds. Boone appears to have called a time. They don't have a timeout. So that will bring us to the end of the first half. Bondurant will go into halftime with a lead 35-0.
Blue Jays, 35.
Good job out of the Jays. Do just enough to keep them out of the end zone right before half.
We'll take a short break, and then we'll be back to pick up after the halftime show. I believe the halftime show will be streamed live as well, so enjoy that while we're here.
let me go. Let me breathe. Seem like everywhere I go, I see you. It's very essential.
The Bondurant dance team.
Can I say that last line? The hashtag? Oh my gosh. I didn't hear him.
Now entering the field for their first halftime performance of the year is the Blue Jay Pride Marching Band. Their 2020 show is entitled The Beatles Show. Tonight, the 94 members of the Blue Jay Pride Marching Band will feature the classic tune written by Paul McCartney, Hey Jude.
Hey.
Where do I go? Okay.
Pride Marching Band. The 94-member Blue Jay Pride will be performing remaining home games this year.
welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the halftime show. I may have heard that we had a little bit of trouble hearing the band, so we apologize for that. We'll see if we can't get that worked out before the next game. Give you a little recap of the first half. We had pretty solid defense from the Blue Jays. Right now, my very unofficial stats have Boone with 53 yards passing, the majority of which is on one 44-yard pass. They also have 25 yards rushing, mostly from Wildcat quarterback Cole Burge. Tegan Block, their main receiver on the play, or on the Tegan Bach. I have it written differently in two places. I apologize for that. With that long reception in the first half. The big difference for them is they have 4 turnovers in the game, which have led to great field positioning for the Blue Jays, with touchdowns of 3 yards, 8 yards, and 33 yards running from Titus Cram, as well as a 15-yard touchdown pass from Colby Collison to Kate Eichmeyer. So far in the first half, Collison has approximately 110 yards passing. The Blue Jays have totaled 77 yards rushing, with 17 from Porter Smith, Titus Cram with 32, Alex Hall with 11, and Collison with 17. Receiving threats have been Nolan Meyer with 3 receptions for 83 yards, including a huge 64-yard play, almost a touchdown on that one, and 3 receptions to Kate Eichmeyer for 27 yards. Also, key note, Oscar White with 3 interceptions in the first half. We'll see if they try to get it past him in the second.
I believe he ties a school record with those 3 interceptions. So he does have another half to try to break that. If the Jays score another touchdown or 2, I'm not sure if he'll be on the field much longer. Like you said, the turnovers were really costly for Boone. I thought initially the Boone defense did a pretty nice job of stopping the Jays' run game, but the Jays' defense has really set the offense up with those 4 turnovers, made scoring pretty easy. However, the Jays' offense has looked much better tonight, much more efficient, better blocking, able to throw the ball and run the ball, which I think if they want to go far, they're going to have to be able to do both against those teams that are really good.
Absolutely, and just the opportunity to be able to mix it up some so teams can't fully commit to stopping one or the other is going to be a great asset for the Blue Jays. Last year they tended to run the ball a lot more with not a whole lot of passing, so opening up this passing game is opening up some running lanes and kind of gives and takes back and forth.
I think teams are going to have to decide which aspect they really want to slow down or shut down, and if they choose a run game, then they're going to have wide receivers one-on-one. And the way Colby's throwing the ball tonight, I think he'll be able to take advantage of that.
He's had great touch on those long passes, which when you get, if you're going to try and pressure him, if he can get that loft up over him and let Meyer run in behind him or Eichmeyer out jump somebody, that's going to be a dangerous offense.
As we come out for the second half, we'll see if the Jays can maintain the intensity and the focus that they had in the first half and finish this game strong. We will have a running clock, being that it's up 35-0.
The Blue Jays will receive the ball coming out of the second half since they kicked off in the first. They will be heading towards the south end zone. The wind is blowing a little bit towards the north, probably not enough to make a difference on most plays. Blue Jays come out with Ty Beersford deep, Lane Wilson and Porter Smith in front of him. Low line drive kick. Porter Smith fields it at the 12. He comes upfield. He cuts back towards the middle. Great blocking. Smith out to the 37-yard line.
Really great catch out of Smith to even field that thing. That thing was a screamer. Made a nice catch and then took the ball back to the middle of the field, made a heck of a gain all the way out to the 40-yard line. Set the Jays' offense up once again for a short field.
Tackle on the play by Colin Mitchell on that. It was a solid tackle at the end of the play. Officially, the Blue Jays will start out at the 39-yard line. I do appreciate them not starting deep in their own territory. It really gives a nice safety net to allow you to work a little bit more. Blue Jays will set up Titus Cram deep in the backfield. Trolson to the right. Looks like Gibney and Caskey in front of Cram. Handoff to Cram up the middle. Stopped for no gain, but weaves back and forth and ends up picking up 2 or 3 yards on that play. I thought he was stopped for a 2-yard loss, so good jump back and forth.
That was a heck of a 3-yard run because the guy should have had him for a 2-yard loss. But Titus is no easy man to bring down. Little wiggle, carries a couple guys for a good positive gain.
Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Blue Jays.
We'll give him credit for a 4-yard gain there. Nolan Meyer splitting out to the left. Braden Miller lines up a tight end on the left side. Caskey and Gibney lined up at fullback next to the Collison. Handoff to Cram up the middle. He shifts to the right and tries to bounce it out. Big face mask. They did call it. He stopped for about a 7-yard loss, but there's a flag on the play that's going to
pretty blatant face mask out of Boone there. Unfortunate again for them. They've got him tackled for a 2 or 3 yard loss, and this is going to move the Blue Jays forward, maybe enough for a first down. I have a feeling that's a 15-yard variety.
Personal foul would be a 15-yard penalty. Okay. So the play is marked from the 39, it looks like. So we're going to take it over to the 46-yard line. All right, Blue Jays will take over. It will result in a first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line, heading in towards Boone's end zone. Clock is winding with 10:30 left in the 3rd quarter. Trolson to the left, otherwise same formation. Collison with Cram behind him. Handoff to Cram. He tries to bounce to the left, gets away from Harvey. Bach has him at the ankles and brings him down after a 6-yard gain. Titus Cram with a 6-yard gain on the carry.
Titus was an arm tackle away there from another touchdown. Would have been about a 46-yarder. Nice bounce to the outside. Tegan Bach, though, again, heck of a football player. Swoops in to make a shoestring tackle.
Blue Jays will have it 2nd and 4 from just inside the 41. Nolan Meyer to the right. Looks like Ryan Snyder is the deep back.
We're going big, baby.
Snyder up the middle. And he plows forward for it. Gosh, he's still not down. I thought he was down for a first down, but he thought he needed 7 more yards. Snyder's about a 240-pound bulldozer running through the middle, and I wouldn't want to get in front of it either.
Yeah, I don't think there was too many guys out there hopping in front of that either. He went straight downhill, didn't make a single cut, and took a couple guys with him.
That's a gain of 11 yards and a first down on that play.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays.
If the Blue Jays are going to keep him in the backfield, Boone's going to want to make a move sideways, because if he keeps going downhill, they're going to have a hard time making tackles.
So Snyder is the deep back, Gibney and Caskey in front of him. Collison hands it off to Snyder again. He plows through, I think it might have been Braden Miller that he ran through to start with. Poor guy. Looks like a gain of 7 on the play. Man, he's got a lot of momentum going forward. Boone, man, slow getting up. That looks like Bach again, but he doesn't look like he needs to come out. Oh, coach says you're coming off anyway. That's a 7-yard carry again for Snyder.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking for any kind of contact, including his own guy there. Not for sure who that was, but I don't think he's going to be very happy about that.
I think it was Braden Miller. He might have a headache tomorrow from that one. Nolan Meyer split to the right. Snyder still in the backfield. Same offense. Collison takes the snap, hands it off to Snyder again, going upfield, and they do slow him down, and you get about 6 Toreadors to wrangle him down. Angle, I think Angle was the lead tackle on that play.
If you're going to want to slow him down, you're going to have to get him in the backfield like that. If you let him get his head of steam going, guaranteed to be 3, 4, 5-yard gain.
So that'll be 3rd and 3. It was a 1-yard loss on the play. And Trolson and Cram come in on this play. It'll be 3rd and 3. Gibney the man coming out. Collison lined up back with Cram to his left, Caskey to his right, and Snyder still the deep man. Boone jumps, and it looks like it's going to be offsides against Boone. And with only 3 yards to go, that will result in a first down.
Costly penalty for Boone there. had them set up for a 3rd and 3. A good distance to maybe get a stop, but gives them an easy first down.
So that'll be first down at the 17-yard line.
Half price on pizza. Half price on pizza at the concession stand.
And it's half price on pizza at the concession stand, which does you no good if you're watching it on YouTube, but I just thought you all should know, because who doesn't want some pizza?
I could go for a slice.
All
I
right.
didn't eat dinner.
Handoff to Cram from the fullback spot on a jet sweep out of the fullback, and he gets around to the right side and gets the first down to the 3-yard line. Gonna mark him down at the 4. So that'll be a gain of 10 yards on the play.
Really nice stretch play out of the Jays. They did a nice job of outnumbering Boone on the outside. Everybody sealing their man to the inside and letting Titus do his thing. Good run all the way down to the 4. Setting up another Blue Jay touchdown here possibly.
I wondered when they had Cram lined up in front of Snyder what the plan might be with him. Now Meyer out to the left, Caskey and Gibney now flanking Collison again with Snyder in the backfield. Snyder up the gut. He takes a little juke move to the right and gets down to about the 1-yard line. Looked like Tanner Harvey in on the tackle, and Tegan Bach came up from the safety to help finish that one off. So it'll be 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Once again, they go to that wishbone formation down inside the 10-yard line. Been really hard for Boone to stop. You get a lot of bodies down there, and those lead blockers are still doing a great job of getting their hats on linebackers, creating some really nice holes for the running backs.
I don't know why you wouldn't just give it right to him right back up the middle. They really haven't stopped him for a short gain. You can send all 11 guys, and I think Snyder still might get through that end zone.
It's senior night. You got to give him a touchdown.
And they play it right up the middle. There are plenty of guys there, but it didn't make a difference. Snyder punches it in for the 1-yard touchdown.
On the carry, number 43, Ryan Snyder.
Oscar White lines up for the extra point. Eichmeyer with the hold. Snap is good. Down, and the kick is good. Little kids enjoying making the play in the end zone of that extra point. Gave him plenty of distance, and that gives the Blue Jays a 42-0 lead with 5:34 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
You're going to wonder how long the Blue Jays are going to keep their guys in here. With the running clock, the game tends to go super fast. If you want to get guys in, you got to get them in early, because before you know it, that clock is running out.
Absolutely. See if we can get some of the second string in. However, there is not near as many second string as what you're typically used to. The Blue Jays do play with a lot less people playing on JV and varsity together. The numbers are higher, and maybe trying to keep some people, distant and healthy. And so there's only about 8 sophomores, I think, that are dressed for this varsity game, whereas there's approximately 30 of them total. So a lot of them are just dressed for JV. We just don't have enough uniforms, is what I'm told.
Well, and I know last week traveling to Carroll, they probably didn't want to take that many kids on the bus with the whole COVID situation. So they trimmed the roster down a little bit, which I think makes sense. Everybody's still getting an opportunity, though. You get an opportunity to play varsity, or you get an opportunity to play JV.
We hope. Last week's JV
True.
game was canceled.
True.
Carroll had some COVID issues. Freshman game ended up being canceled, so I know the freshman parents and players are definitely excited they got to get a game in tonight. Bondurant put on a pretty solid showing there. Talon Hayworth had a couple touchdowns. Caleb Moore, I think, had a couple touchdowns. Maybe
They're still letting Moore touch the ball?
They are still letting Moore touch the ball.
I figured by now they'd move him to guard.
He's not big enough to be a guard on that freshman team. That line averages 220, I think. White's kick is deep, and it's fielded by Bach at the 6-yard line. He hesitates and looks for a hole, ends up bouncing back and forth, and is brought down at the 22-yard line. A lot of Blue Jays in on that tackle. Look like Kinnick Gobright, Cooper Jones, Jacob Gibney, Cole Mitchell.
Great coverage again by the Blue Jays. Boone just cannot get good starting field position tonight. Most of these drives, they've been starting at the 20 or inside the 20. See who comes out at quarterback for them.
This one will start at the 21-yard line. And that is Burge again at the quarterback position. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. I think that's Kyle Sharp in the backfield.
Jays appear to still have their starters out on the field. Probably going to get
Pass
them.
to the left out to Bach. And he is knocked out of bounds hard at the 26-yard line. Looks like a gain of about 5 or 6. Ty Beersford in on the tackle. Wilson came over to help out. Braden Miller came over to help out. You know, everybody wants to get in on it.
Very nice swarming tackling out of the Blue Jays there. Wasn't for sure if Bach was going to get back up. He took a pretty good shot.
So with, looks like about 5 yards to go. 2nd and 5. 2 receivers and a wing back to the left, 1 to the right. Berg under center. Takes the snap, looks to hand off up the gut. Tackled for a gain of about 2. That was Kyle Sharp on the carry. Snyder in on the tackle, Cole Mitchell in on the tackle. Brings up 3rd and 2 to go.
Blue Jay run defense still pretty solid. Going to be really difficult for them to run up the middle. 3rd and short, we might see a Cole Burge QB run here is my guess.
I would think, yeah, you're getting that Wildcat run. They're lining up tight, power formation. Looks a lot like the Blue Jays formation right here with backs to each side of the quarterback. Snap is good. Handoff up the middle. Ooh, I think he bobbled the handoff, actually.
Fumble.
Angle was the ball carrier. He gets knocked down hard. Ball comes out. Evan Reha comes up with it. And the Blue Jays will take over. 1st down at the 28-yard line. I think the snap just wasn't quite as clean. Not the snap. The snap was fine. It was the handoff between the quarterback and the running back that just didn't quite work for him.
Definitely a bobble. I mean, instantly the running back was looking backwards. I don't think he ever got a clean handoff. And then Jays get another turnover. Why don't you tell me what number that is, because I haven't been keeping track, Patrick. Is that 5,
that
6?
That is the 5th turnover
Okay,
is what I have, yeah. So Blue Jays take over. Meyer out to the left. Porter Smith in the backfield lined up behind Colby Collison. Handoff to Smith. He takes it to the left side. Smith tries to get outside, but is brought down by number 8, Marcus McPartland. The ball came out, but the ruling was that his knee was down. I think that was probably a good call on that one. It looked like to be a gain of about 4 or 5. I think they're giving him 5-yard gain gone on play. And
really nice play out of McPartland. He was out there getting blocked by the wide receiver, got off the block and made the tackle all by himself. He had nobody else out there. If he doesn't make that, Porter scooting down the sideline probably for a touchdown.
So Trolson out to the right, same backfield. Collison ready to take the snap with Smith behind him, hands it off to Smith. Smith to the right up the middle, really. Someone had his jersey in the backfield. He got 3 of him, but ended up being brought down by Tanner Harvey.
Yeah, it looked like McGuire Bryant was in the backfield, had an opportunity to make a play, grabbed the jersey, but just couldn't hold on. Porter ends up gaining a yard or 2. So what do we do for COVID breaks with a running clock?
Boy, that's a wonderful question. I don't know, and I'm not sure the officials know because we haven't taken a COVID break, I don't think, this quarter.
Good.
Although we did have a touchdown, so maybe that was our COVID break. Tell you one thing, the Blue Jays are making this way too easy on our chain crew. They like to call themselves the all-state chain crew. They think they're that good, but I'm not sure if you agree or not. Porter Smith with the carry to the left side. He cuts back, breaks about 3 tackles, and ends up getting a 1st down at the 14-yard line. Nice carry there for a gain of about 9.
They are legends in their own mind, Patrick, especially that Pfaltzgraff guy. Really nice run out of Smith. Good blocking up front. Jays are inching closer to another touchdown.
Heard they actually had to bring in a sub this week. Somebody thought they should take a vacation during a home football game. So Pfaltzgraff, Brew, and McDowell are flanked by Albright. He's a questionable individual anyway. Handoff to Porter Smith to the left side again. Stop for no gain. Flags on the play.
Looks like a holding call against the Blue Jays possibly. Good play out of Boone though, forced him outside and swarmed him for probably a 1 or 2 yard loss.
McGuire Bryant, the tackle on the play.
Number 68, McGuire Bryant.
Tell you what, this running clock does make things go fast.
That's right. We're down to 12 seconds left in this quarter. Penalty appears to be walking off against the Blue Jays. Haven't seen an indication of what the penalty is yet. Hold against the Blue Jays. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. Should be first and, looks like about 20.
It's about 20. First and 20.
That'll probably be the last play of this quarter. I don't think we're going to rush to get one done. So we're going to finish out the third quarter. The Blue Jays lead 42-0. We'll have it first and 10 at the 26-yard line when we flip fields.
That's the end of the third quarter. Corridor 0, Blue Jays 42.
Well, I know this guy next to me scored 2 touchdowns tonight. So, he's stepbrother, right? Talon's stepbrother?
So your house amounted to 4 touchdowns in the freshman game.
You guys gonna talk smack to your other brother? Yeah. Dylan, where's your TDs, baby? No. So who's starting on the O-line for the freshmen?
O-line, winger.
We put these freshmen to work here in Coach Seidel's class. They're up here filming and things like that. Gibby hasn't figured out his hot mic yet, so he's just chatting away. Gibby was late for the freshman game, so he's getting an update from the boys on how it went.
26-yard line, first and 20.
All right, we're back to action here. Blue Jays will take over first and 20. First and, it's shorter than that, first and 16. Backup quarterback is in. That was Eli Larson with the handoff to Sam Fuller, who I think stepped out of bounds at about the 17. So it would be a gain of 9. Gain of 9 on the play.
Real nice run out of Sam there. Nothing much going on up the middle. Bounces it outside for a good 9-yard gain. It's good. Be nice to see some of these backups get some action here. Maybe get in the end zone.
We'll do our best with their numbers. Sometimes they get to change their numbers when they put on the varsity uniform, so we'll see what we can come out. It looks like Barkema split out wide right. And Fuller takes the carry up the middle, shakes a few tackles, and then ends up with about four Toreadors on him, wrestling him down. You're going to say Angle and Sharp both in on that tackle. It's going to bring us to 3rd and 4.
Another positive gain for the Blue Jays, setting up a very feasible 3rd down at 3rd and 3. Guess we're going to see a little more power action here.
Fuller again in the backfield. I think Cooper Jones to his right. Snap is high, and Boone will recover it. Tanner Harvey picks up the fumble at the 25-yard line.
Blue Jays lose the ball, recovered by number 43, Chase Anderson.
Unfortunate snap there for the Blue Jays, just over the hands of the quarterback. And nice hustle play out of Harvey.
Absolutely. Harvey, a great athlete as well. He was a state runner-up wrestler last year. Really did some great work at 182 pounds. Wrestling for a football isn't really outside of what he likes to do. High snap, you know, you're going to get that sometimes with the second string in. Luckily, we have a few turnovers still ahead of them to.
Was that our first turnover of the night?
That was our first turnover of the night, yes. I believe we have another quarterback in, but I can't see.
Nope,
that
that's
was
still
still him. Okay, so Berg with the swing pass out to Tegan Bach. Looks to be a gain of about 2. There is a flag out on the side. There was a little bit of chippiness after the play, so it could be that.
I thought we'd see a little bit more out of Boone tonight, trying to get the ball to Bach out in space, let him do his thing, and try to make some moves on some guys. But quite frankly, our guys have been all over him throughout the night, with the exception of one play.
Even more than being all over him, they've been all over the quarterback. They haven't really given him much time to get open, so been a pretty effective defensive strategy. Personal foul against the Toreador, so a little chippiness went against Boone. It'll be a 15-yard penalty, and it'll be, looks like they're calling it still, okay, second down.
Yeah, that's a real costly penalty after the play, so you still lose the down and then go back 15 yards.
And so they have the ball at the 13-yard line. They need to get all the way out to the 35 to pick this up. Gibney looks like he's preparing to blitz off the edge. And he comes. Burge throws it up. Oh, wow, what a great play. Was that McPartland again? That was number 8, Marcus McPartland, went up over top to get that.
We got a flag back by the quarterback.
Pass was complete from number 17, Cole Burge to number 8, Marcus McPartland.
That was a heck of a catch.
That was a great catch. He had a one-on-one, and he just went up over him and got it. Ended up getting down at the 42-yard line. If the penalty wasn't against Boone, it'll be a first down.
I think we might have a late hit on the quarterback possibly.
The officials don't seem to be too concerned about where the ball previously was, so I think you might be right.
Yeah, he picked up his flag right away. Jay seemed to be walking backwards.
So that'll be a first down. So there's a gain of 29 on that play to McPartland.
It definitely appears if Boone has some time to throw the football, they have some dangerous weapons and can be effective on offense. They just too many turnovers tonight and bad snaps and sacks have put them behind the chains.
Offsetting penalties. Okay, we had offsetting penalties.
We had offsetting penalties on that last play.
And then we will go right into a timeout, I believe, against the Blue Jays. Their first of the second half. With 9:31 remaining in the fourth quarter, the Blue Jays still have a strong 42-0 lead. Boone is driving. They're at their own 42-yard line, or 43-yard line, I guess, looking to head in for their first score. Bondurant trying to pull out their inner Wisconsin Badger with a little jump around at the end of third quarter.
One of the most disappointing things with the whole COVID situation is students not being able to come to the game, having to scrounge for tickets to get in. Not your normal high school experience where you usually have a packed crowd and everybody's having a good time. It's pretty limited with the people in the stadium.
Absolutely, definitely a different environment than what we're used to. There's still quite a few fans that made it in, trying to socially distance somewhat, masking up as we go.
But at least we're playing football.
Some questionable dancing in front of us. We're going to go ahead and let the kicker, talk to his dad about that later. We're coming out of that timeout, 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Offsetting. Burge with the quarterback keeper. Tries to get to the outside. Wasn't happening. 37, John Power said, yeah, I'm going to get there first. Brings him down for about a 1-yard loss, maybe 2.
Burge is a real nice runner, but he just can't quite get the blocks he's looking for to get himself free. He's usually making a guy or two miss, but there's still just too many Blue Jays coming unblocked.
Second and 11 for the Toreadors.
Boone comes out, 2 receivers to each side. Burge in the backfield looking to pass. He throws it to the outside, in and out of the hands. Carter Fry, the intended receiver on the play.
Throw was just a little bit too low for him to get. Otherwise, he would have had a nice little gain and potentially could have got the first down there.
Carter Fry. Back in coverage for the Blue Jays, number 41, Jacob Gibney. Brings up 30 and 11 for the Toreadors.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and about 10. 2 receivers and a wing back to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Bondurant ends up bringing the pressure up the middle. Burge gets away. picks up about 2 on the play before getting wrapped up. Looks like John Willett on the tackle. Turner came around the outside as well, Snyder. Blue Jays have been gang tackling very well tonight.
A great job out of the Blue Jay defense there. The secondary did a good job of covering up their guys. And when there wasn't anybody open, there was several guys pursuing the quarterback to make a nice tackle at the line of scrimmage.
We've been talking about the Blue Jays' speed a lot tonight, but they have it, and they're bringing it on defense as well.
Just a lot of good athletes at every position throughout the defense. It's going to be hard to outrun them on the field.
We got a timeout Boone with 7:29 remaining. It is 4th and 9. See what kind of play Boone plans on drawing up. I don't know if you punt here from the 44-yard line at this point. I feel like you just go for it and see if you can get something going.
I think I'm rolling the dice with the running clock. If you end up giving up a touchdown, is 49-0 look a whole lot different than 42-0? I think you leave your offense out on the field and see if you can't build something up for next week. They still are looking for their first score of the year, hopefully to gain a little confidence for their Week 3 game.
Next Friday night, Bondurant will be home again. That's not the right. I thought I was looking at the schedule, but somehow I took myself backwards. I think it's Nevada next week.
Checking a few scores throughout the state right now. Looks like Waukee came out victorious against Ankeny. That was a pretty good matchup. Waukee's got themselves a real difficult schedule, so they definitely needed that win. Southeast Polk whooped up on Centennial 29-0.
All right, 4th and 9. Boone does come out with their offense on the field, 2 receivers to each side. Bondurant brings the pressure. Berge throws it deep. Bach has a step, and he makes the completion at the 29-yard line. He ends up getting tackled by Beersford on the play, but good first down play out of the Toreadors. But Bach coming up slow. We'll have a timeout, injury timeout.
We've been saying it all night. He's a very dangerous football player. Unfortunately, he has taken some hits tonight. This is the second time he's had to leave. He had another play down on our sideline where he got hit pretty good, where I thought he was going to have to leave. Just a real nice football player, very physical, very fast. Boone does not want to lose him.
Looked to be a gain of about 31 on that play. He's got to be nearing 100 yards.
I would think so.
I think I got him about 85 or 86 so far. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't try to go to him again right here, though.
I wouldn't count on your stats, though.
I wouldn't either. Berge rolls out to the left, and a lot of pressure on that play, and we got a flag.
Good job out of him to get rid of the football, and he might have even drawn a late hit.
Looked like Reha was trying to chase him from behind. Gibney came up on him as he tried to roll out of the pocket and forced him to throw instead of trying to keep it. Pass ended up pretty short of the receiver. Not sure what the flag is yet.
Well, it looks like our opponent for next week had a pretty easy night tonight as well. The latest score I got is a 42-0 Nevada over Roland Story in the second quarter.
That penalty was a personal foul against the Toreadors, kind of shooting themselves in the foot right now. Nevada 42-0, huh?
Yeah, that was in the second quarter, so I'm not for sure what the final is.
After that penalty, it'll be the 39-yard line. I would have thought the personal foul would have made it second and 39, or at the 39, second down at about 25 to go. Berge on the quarterback keeper, not a lot of room. John Willitwa wraps him up and brings him down at the 44-yard line.
I think he should have followed his blocker there and kept it outside. It looked like he had some running room outside, and he cut back right into the teeth of the Blue Jay defense, and there was no room there.
That was not a loss of 5 yards. He was at the 44-yard line to start with. I just can't see sometimes. Getting older, what can I say? Boone comes out, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Berge going up under center. I don't know if it's Berge or Burge. We've given both ways. One of them hopefully is right. He drops back deep, has a little bit of time. Pass is complete to Carter Fry. Brought down at the 40-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play.
Real nice protection there out of Boone. They just didn't run a real deep route, so they did not gain a whole lot. Blue Jays playing a little safe defense there and keeping everything in front of them. Sets up a pretty long 3rd down here.
Looks to be 3rd and almost 21 yards to go. Boone, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Blue Jays trying to preserve this shutout. Snap is good. Berge looking deep. McPartland has a step and almost had the ball. Looked like not Oscar White. That is a 16. That's Brayton Hannon on the defense, I believe. Knocked the ball away at the last second.
Almost another really nice catch out of a Boone wide receiver. Had an opportunity, just could not haul it in. I think Brayton maybe got his hand in there and dislodged it before he secured the catch.
So that'll bring up 4th and 21 from the 40-yard line.
I'm guessing a pretty similar play here.
I would think so. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Bach is the slot man on the far side of the field.
Jay's still up in that press coverage, man-to-man.
And he's looking deep.
He's got a chance. Oh, yeah, face guarding. They're gonna throw a flag there. Didn't make any play on the football.
Pass was intended for Noah Cromie-Roche.
Still not first down.
Assuming pass interference, it still looks like it's going to be a couple yards short of the first down. But obviously 4th and 2 sounds a lot better than 4th and 21 if you're a Boone fan.
Penalty is pass interference against the Blue Jays.
4th and 6.
Oh, not a spot foul. Wrong level of football for me. My bad. 15-yard penalty.
Yep, 15 yards on that one.
Brings up 4th down at the 25-yard line. Just over 5 yards to go.
Little confusion out of the Jays defense.
2 receivers each side. Bach to the right, down on the sideline. Oscar White lined up across from him. Bad snap. Picked up, rolls out, throws it deep to McPartland, and McPartland tried to go up over top of White. White kept in there. There is a flag on the play back where the pass was thrown, roughing the passer against the Blue Jays. That one will be enough for the first down.
Costly penalty there. Had the turnover on downs. Oscar, I think I'd probably throw to a different receiver, somebody that he's not guarding with the 3 interceptions tonight. Unfortunate penalty there. Sets Boone up for a first down, probably almost all the way down to the 10.
So that'll bring us to a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line for the Toreadors. Clock is running with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in this 4th quarter. Bondurant still leading 42-0. Kyle Sharp lined up next to Burge. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Burge looking to pass. Blue Jays bringing the pressure. Ball was in Fry's hand, I think. I think that's Carter Fry. Ball was in his hand and couldn't quite bring it home.
Yeah, he had a guy open, almost made the throw, but it was just out of his reach. Would have been a touchdown. Ball was in the end zone, but just could not connect.
So 2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line. McPartland on the right side. Berge under center. And I think he was trying to sneak forward. Uh,
I don't know if he was trying to fake a handoff and then go, or just decided that he was going to QB sneak it.
John Powers met him at the line of scrimmage.
Did not look like by design, and it was not effective.
Loss of 1 on the play. He's going to bring 3rd and 11. It looked like it was just a wildcat, but he didn't actually drop back to start with. Yeah, I don't know if it was a designed run or if he didn't quite get the ball clean or.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
So 3rd and 11, 2 receivers each side. High snap right through his hands. He picks up it off the bounce. A lot of pressure. Cooper Jones in on the tackle. I think Peyton Higgins, Cole Mitchell. He ends up getting sacked for about a 5 or 6 yard loss. He's hit hard. Hopefully he's getting up from that. There's a pile, but I'm not sure if it's somebody hurt or I think everybody just was slow getting off of each other because they were all kind of tangled up.
The Jays were really licking their chops on that play with the ball loose. Once again, though, Burge makes a nice play of picking up the football. There just were too many Blue Jays back there in the backfield. Something they're going to have to work on for next week is that center QB snap. Too many balls going over their heads tonight.
Of course, we don't know what happened to starting quarterback Morgan Smith, so I'm not sure how frequently they work on these reps if this is a normal part of their offense with the Wildcat. Cooper Jones coming through on the middle blitz. Berg looks deep, and it's either Hannon or Oscar White. I can't tell the difference from up here.
I think that's the
I think
number
that was
16,
Yep,
Brayton
16.
Hannon.
So another interception on the play. Blue Jays will take over at just inside the 5 yard line. Looks to be the 4 yard spot.
Burge underthrew that just a little bit, just enough for Brayton to make a nice play on that and get his first pick of the season.
That is the 5th interception, 6th turnover for the Blue Jay defense.
Looks like we got about 1 play left in this game, I think.
Yeah, about 40 seconds left. They aren't lined up like they're going to take a knee. Eli Larson, the handoff. Ball looks to be on the ground. It's rolling around. It's still not recovered. I had no idea who has it. About 18 guys are where the ball is.
Boone is signaling that they have it.
And the official signals Boone has the ball. Boone will pick up the ball.
They better hustle.
At the 4 yard line. They're stopping the clock with 15 seconds remaining. Boone will have the ball at the 4 yard line, trying to punch in and see if they can get this 0 off the scoreboard. That's the 2nd turnover for the Blue Jays. Both coming from their 2nd string, I believe. So
just looked like a mishap. The quarterback, I felt like he had it, but went to hand off and lost it on the exchange. And there was about 15 people fighting for that on the ground, and Boone comes up with it.
they want 16 seconds on the clock. Okay. While we get this clock reset, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this broadcast. If you have any complaints or criticism, I'm sure Facebook is the first place you should take it to. You know, everybody wants to read it there. All right, we got the 16 seconds. Doug Fulton on the clock operations again.
We got radio faces, Patrick. I'm not so sure we got radio skills, though.
I don't think they asked me because I was skilled. I think they just didn't have anybody else that would say yes. Burge takes the handoff, tries to sneak it right back up the middle, but the Blue Jay defense is having none of it. Stopped for no gain. It was a party of Blue Jays stopping that one. I can't identify any single one of them as being the guy. Quentin Fulton's in the middle, so I guess being part of that gets you credit.
Looked pretty similar to that play they tried a couple plays ago. Going to fake a run and then just QB sneak it.
Boone takes a timeout. Be second down at the 4 yard line. Boone coach is trying to get in the end zone before the end of the game.
He's tried that sneak up the middle twice and he's done nothing.
Yeah, I think if I'm Boone, I might try to pass to the outside, throw it up, not towards Oscar White.
Well, it didn't work throwing it away from him last time.
Throw the ball higher. Not as short.
I don't know that you want to try the middle of the field either, though. Titus is hanging out there waiting to try and get into the interception game as well. We don't have short defensive backs this year.
No, they're good size and they can run.
Birds lines up, tries to roll out to the right, takes a lead block from Angle, headed towards the end zone.
Great play out of Oscar White.
Oscar White meets him at the 2, drives him back to the 3, and that's going to end the game. Great open field tackle. Great job by the Blue Jays today. That's a 42-0 victory. Defense played phenomenal. Turnovers obviously made a huge difference in that game, and then the offense had a lot rolling for them. So it was a great effort by the team.
Exactly. This is the team we expected. We know they got a lot of guys that can score the football, some really good athletes. We figured that their defense would be good. They just couldn't put it together last week, but tonight they were top-notch, and I think really set themselves up for a really good matchup next week with Nevada, who's also 2-0, beat an 8L team first week, and then put a beating on Roland Story tonight. Could be a shootout maybe.
Absolutely. That's a lot of excitement from the team this time. A lot of difference between this game and last game. You know, that second half, Bondurant didn't even throw